Hi everyone, I'm Maddie from Temple of Geek here at WonderCon in Anaheim, California. And today I'm talking to Jason Swoboda from $7 a Pop. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. I'm on day 3, so my con energy is low.
Totally understandable. Can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and what you do at $7 a Pop?
Sure, I'm the director of marketing for $7 a Pop and also do social media. So if we interact online, it's probably me you're talking to. So do a lot of YouTube videos as well for our signature series. But I've been collecting Funko also for about 23 years now. Hall of Famer. I got the Lifetime Achievement Award. So I'm just bragging now. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I've been working with $7 a Pop for my 3rd year.
That's awesome. Amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about how $7 a Pop came to be as a company?
So it originally started, the owner, Lee Byers, he was buying he bought his wife a Lord of the Rings, a Gandalf pop, and she really liked, because she's into Lord of the Rings, and then he wound up looking online and seeing that it was worth like over $100 at the time, and he was like, and he started looking, and he kept buying all these different pops, and he's like, he wanted to create a place where, he could resell these pops in like a safe environment to make sure that you're not getting scammed on eBay or anything else. So that's kind of how $7 a Pop came to be. So it was buying and selling, buying collections, selling them, creating the secondary market for Funko Pops in a storefront. And that's kind of what he went with. And we've grown really a lot since then. And now we're doing like signatures, we're doing all kinds of things. And it's that's just where it started. And we just had our 6th birthday this month. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to $7 a Pop. That's amazing. Awesome. Is there a process for how $7 a Pop decides which pops to sell?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as like when we buy collections, we have a section on the website that shows what we're looking for, the minimum requirements. But yeah, I mean, we also inspect for any sort of fakes, sticker swaps, all that stuff that a lot of sellers, when they go and they buy, they'll go to these sites that show up that just sell fake pops. We're not going to do that. We're going to, and if anyone tries to sell them, we go back after and just like, no, give us back this money. We don't want fake ones. So it's kind of like a standard. So when anyone shops with us, they know that they're not going to get a box swap, a sticker swap, or a fake pop. We're going to do authentic ones, and we painstakingly go over each and every single pop that we list on the site.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you always know that it's a real Funko Pop that you're getting.
Everything's authentic, so we make sure of that. Yeah.
So now $7 a Pop has a booth here at WonderCon just about every year, at least since I've been coming. Yes. And you have such incredible guests that get to come and do signatures. How do you guys decide which guests you're inviting?
For a lot of these conventions, there's a huge desire for a lot of voice actors, because a lot of times when you go to these conventions, you get stuck and you have to go enter lotteries, you have to wait in queues forever, you have to do all of these different things, and you spend all your time just waiting to get to meet these celebrities and these voice actors, these people you want to meet. Instead, with us, you're just going to meet them. You can just walk right up to our table. By the way, we're at booth 281. But yeah, you can just walk up to the table. You can meet them. But we work with a variety of agents and some directly. And it's been really great so far. Last year was the first WonderCon that we actually did. And we had a slew of voice actors, including Bryce Papenbrook, who everyone knows Bryce. And we even had David Desmalchin, who, from Batman, from so many different things. Suicide Squad, he was Polka Dot Man. So he signed a whole bunch of pops for that. So it's, the more and more you do these, same with Signature Series, the more and more you do them, the more connections you make, the more people think that you're just not some run-of-the-mill type of shop, and you're a legitimate place, basically.
That's really cool. Now, my final question, collecting can feel like a full-time hobby when you hunt for certain things, and that can be fun, like the hunt of looking for certain pops, but it can also be a little bit frustrating for some people. How do you suggest that collectors, whether they're just starting out collecting or they've been collecting for a long time, how do you suggest that they keep collecting fun?
This is my favorite question of all time. Let me tell you why, because I talk about it all the time. Patience. You don't have to have everything all at once. You're going to burn out 100%. When I started collecting Funko 23 years ago, there was a lot of things that still to this day I don't have. Some I waited 12 years to get, some I waited 18 years to get, And then I eventually, once you get that piece, it's just like you check off another thing there. And I know there's like a lot of times with the booth, with a lot of the stickers, there's a lot of just like, I need to get this now. You don't have to overpay. If you're just patient and you wait for it, it's much sweeter when you actually finally get it. Because if you get everything at once, then who cares? You get burned out. But if you gotta enjoy what you collect. And it's meant to be fun. It's meant to be something to take your mind off of things. So if you're collecting just to collect everything, it's technically hoarding expensive items instead. But just enjoy, collect what you like, have fun with it. When it becomes a hassle, when you stop having fun, that defeats the purpose of what this hobby's all about.
Exactly. And I know Funko just celebrated their 25 years, and their whole thing is like, keep it fun. Like, everything should be fun. So I love that. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us today. Can you tell our audience where they can find $7 a pop online?
$7bucksapop.com, plus our sister mystery box company, mysterygrail.com, who does drops twice a week. $7 a pop. We also have their signature series we do every week, and our 3 drops where you can get those hard to find collectibles, those pops that you may have missed in the past.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your con.
Thank you. Oh, and see us at C2E2 on next weekend, or whenever this airs. It's this whatever weekend that is.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.